Hi teman-teman. So I'm back. This is Teman. So basically, this is part 2, but become the part 1 again. Aku ulangi lagi ya. So Teman kali ini kita akan berbincang dengan Kerati dari Bangkok. Semuanya berjalan dengan lancar dan semoga koneksinya juga baik-baik saja. Dan kita bakal ngobrol lebih banyak tentang pariwisata Thailand. Oke, buat yang sudah bergabung terima kasih sekali. Hai untuk Eka dan semuanya. Oke, Kerati, can you hear me?
Yes, okay. I have to
Oke.
find somewhere that has a better connections for my internet.
All right, no
Okay.
worries.
That's
Uh,
a lot better, yeah.
maybe because now I switched to different phone, so maybe
Okay,
that's the
cool.
reason. It's from my side. It's not from your side.
Oh,
So no
okay.
worries. So sawadee that's how you say it.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Sabay di my cup. Sabay di my cup,
Yes,
right?
right.
Ah. All right. So Kerati, you are from Thailand. Thailand is a famous tourism destination. So maybe you can tell me why do you think Thailand is the famous destination? Why your country is really big in tourism?
Well, because we have a lot of different choices to choose from for a tourist. Like if you like nature, if you like the nightlife, if you like shopping, or if you are like me and being like crazy eaters, like a food addict. Yeah, Thailand is kind of have everything you need here, and everything is for a reasonable price. And I think from what I heard from my gigs when I was working in hotel industries, I think it's because Thai hospitality in general and Thai people in general are quite friendly, and we are always welcoming everything with open arms. Yeah.
All right. So that's sorry, I'm laughing is because my phone just dropped, so people might see the incident again. But anyway, that's very interesting. So basically, you have everything. So that's why it's so famous because it's catered to different type of people. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we like to eat. We can eat. That's what you mentioned, right?
Yes. We are like crazy street foods here.
Mm-hmm. So it has been going on. The tourism is already being happened for years, I think, in Thailand. Yeah. There any
Yeah, for
history?
let's say like half the centuries we have been like the tourist attractions, the tourist destinations for like half a century probably.
I think the geographical side is also very impacting the tourism as well because Thailand is like just really in the right position. Like they can go by land if they come from Malaysia or Vietnam or China, right? And they can also go by
Yeah,
sea and they can also go to Thailand by air, for sure,
yeah,
right? I think that's one that Indonesia might have a bit of lacking, definitely, because if by land we can only go to Borneo, the island, but not to the different islands or different cities in Indonesia. So that's what makes Thailand amazing. But do you know why the government, the Minister of Tourism, choose the slogan "Amazing Thailand"?
oh, it has to be back in the early 2000s, that far away. We started this campaign since like early 2000s era,
Mm-hmm.
and it was called Amazing Thailand because there's a lot of things that tourists come and experience, and they think that those things amaze them, like the food, the culture, like our way of life. They found that it's kind of exotic to them, but
Okay.
yeah, but I think for our neighboring countries like Laos, Malaysia, or Singapore, I think they find it amazing in Thailand is the food and the people, maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, um, what I can tell, like, what make Indonesian really like to go to Thailand is first the currency is not that different.
Yeah.
I mean, like compared to Singapore dollars,
Yeah.
Thai baht is actually has a lower conversion compared to Indonesian rupiah,
Yeah.
and the other side is yeah, the things like for shopping is quite very affordable in Thailand. So Indonesian love to shop. I guess that's
Oh,
also
we
one
all
option.
are.
Oh, so you like shopping as well?
Every girls like shopping.
My
It's
mom loves
very
shopping.
common. Yeah, it's like I think it's globalizing thing that every
Hmm.
girl loves shopping.
Okay, okay. So, is it also connected to the fact, besides geographical and currency, is it also connecting to the fact to the history, where Thailand as a kingdom is really open with different cultures? Like I know that Thailand used to be the base for a U.S. Army as well, if I'm not mistaken. So you have many foreigners coming to Thailand from the early days.
Yes, we are kind of lucky that our geography is right in the middle of the Southeast Asia. They are easily get to China or Japan and the Western coming, and we are kind of right in the middle of like Burma, Laos, Vietnam, and it's quite close to Malaysia and Singapore. It has been the destination for the European countries to come and visit since, I mean, around 200 or 300 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yes, what you mentioned is that yes, we in Thailand there was U.S. Army base because that time it was during the Vietnam War, and
Mm-hmm.
Thailand was the only country back then that doesn't have that was a democratic um, system in the country.
Okay, okay. So everything is connected to mold how
Yeah,
Thailand is right now, as a
yeah,
country, everything. So that's what amazed me about Thailand because even though we are like geographically we're like the same climate, the same culture, I think similar culture, not the same, but
yeah.
the way how
I
Thailand uh, accept different cultures is quite different to how Indonesia is. So somehow there, as Indonesian, we feel comfortable going to Thailand because of the similarities that we have, and also the different feelings that we also receive when we go there.
yeah.
So you work in hospitality before in hotel, if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yes, I work in hotel industries for 8 years, and then
Hmm.
along the way, I do the tour operators as well.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
when you work in
before.
hospitality, when you work in hospitality and hotels and tour operators, do you think is there any difference that do you think any trademark of Thai hospitality being implemented as a work ethic there when you're working there?
Yes, one of the nicest thing about Thai hospitalities in general is that we are morphed, we are shaped with our culture. We are shaped with being very hospitality, very humbled, very forgiving. So most of Thai people are quite um, open to every alternatives and very forgiving. We're always smiling and welcoming every problems with our smiles, and that will solve everything away. So instead of being like really strong on you when the gate's upset, like they will come at the reception and being really upset and frustrating, and they want to throw everything at you. But the way Thai staffs handle it is like very calm and humble. It's like, oh yes, I'm sorry. Is there anything we could do to you? I really do sorry. It's kind of like you use the sympathetic, um, the empathy
Hmm.
of the feeling. Yeah.
So that's also part of the, I think it's inside your training as well when you join hospitality
Yeah,
before, right? Okay, okay.
yeah,
So I think this is good, teman-teman, guys. I'm calling teman-teman means friends who's watching
yeah.
right now that we should look inside our culture itself and implement it into our work as well, especially in hospitality tourism. Just like how Thai people doing it. They're famous
Yeah.
for the land of smile. They are very humble, accepting different cultures. So we as
Yeah.
Indonesian, we should know what our strength is, or that our elderly taught us to become a very kind people, kind Indonesian. So we should be kind
Oh
as well.
well,
So.
well, from my experience as a the guest services and also the trainer in the hotel industry, I think not everybody, just most of the people, most of your guests doesn't want to come at you and be be bad to you, be angry at you. They they frustrated for a reason. They are upset for a reason. So what you need to really look into is that what are their problem is, what
Mm-hmm.
was their problems, and try to put yourself in their shoes. If this thing happens to you, what would you do, what would you feel, and then you
Mm-hmm.
handle it from that angle. i think
Mm-hmm.
i think that's the most common thing that I teach my students in hotels.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point, guys. So listen to Kerati, yeah. Listen to her. His experience about this. Kerati, when you work in hotel and tourism place,
Yeah.
even right now, in association, do you happen to work or train any Indonesian intern or staff? And what do you think about them? Any
Um,
difference that you feel?
Unfortunately, no. But right now at the Badminton Association of Thailand, we have two coaches from Indonesia. You might
Mm-hmm.
recognize them. His name is Rexy Mainaki. He won
Okay,
the,
a national athlete,
yeah,
yeah.
you know him? Yeah, he won Olympic medals in one of the Olympics for men doubles in badminton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's a very I think I cherish the way he trained our players. He take it as he is a mentor, he's the coach,
Mm-hmm.
he's their friends and their family, not like
Mm-hmm.
pointing that, okay, pushing you like beyond the limits kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's
So
really impressive. But I have nice
impressive.
Indonesians. I always nice Indonesians like you, like Sandy from Walt Disney World. And yes, these two coaches are really nice.
Mm-hmm. So we have similarities here for being nice Asian,
Yes.
Southeast
Yeah,
Asian
I think
people.
I think one of the Asian culture that I like is that we are very sympathetic and we are very sentimental and we are
Mm-hmm.
kind of like harmonizing to live with each other.
Yeah, and sometimes, well, mostly we are very patient. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's right. That's correct.
Okay, so now we go to the fun part.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, we like to go shopping. Yeah,
Oh
Thailand
yes.
is the destination for shopping frenzy, and you mentioned that you also like to shop. Yeah, I think
Oh
most of us
yes.
like to shop. So when tourists go there, go to Chatuchak Market, Platinum, what you call it, MBK, right?
MBK, yeah.
In Bangkok, and also the night markets everywhere in different cities. Does Thai people also shops there, or you might give us tips
Uh
on people price?
well, yes. If you go to Platinum Mall, it's mostly for your apparels, your clothing, your accessories for your fashionable thing, right? But if
Mm-hmm.
you cross the street from the Platinum Mall, you have another mall with a cheaper price. If you comes with your friends, like a lot of friends wearing the like the similar style, you can cross the street and go to that building and buy it for the wholesale price, which is normally really cheaper. like probably
Mm-hmm.
50%, 40% cheaper. And
Okay,
if you
okay,
go
okay.
deeper, yeah, if you go like deeper in the alley next to that building, you find like a shirt for 50 baht or something. And it's
Mm-hmm.
new at a wholesale price
Okay,
and it's like really good.
okay.
But if you're there for souvenirs, for Thai stuffs, um, you can go to Jetujak Market, um, but you have to like comparing. You have to set your price in your heart. Like, okay, this is an acceptable price because, truthfully, honestly, there are people that's trying to take advantage of unknowing
Tourist.
tourists. Yeah. So
Mm.
yes, you have to set your price standard that you can accept, and then you negotiate with that. And yeah, do a lot of negotiation with Jetujak Market.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure because I also experienced, guys, that you need to just like go around first and do the survey of the price because sometimes when you just like come there and buy and go to the first shop, they might sell, especially the one in the front, on the front
Yeah.
side. Usually they are
Yeah.
more expensive. Then you need to go inside to see
True.
cheaper options. Yeah, yeah, correct, correct, correct. Okay, so that's a good tip, Kerati. So basically, still yes, for sure, platinum and Chatuchak is where to go. Um, but um, as I mentioned, Thai people also shop there. Yeah, you also buy your things there as well.
Yes. From time to time, yes. Normally I'll go to Platinum because it's kind of like in the heart of the city and it's easier to access because right now I live in the center of the city. I will show you here. That are the
Oh,
Conrad, yeah, the Conrad Hotel and the All Season Place is kind of like in the heart of Bangkok in the business area.
mm,
Yeah, so
nice. You live very
because
nearby.
then it's like 20 minutes walk to Platinum Mall actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for Thai people, 20 minutes walk is normal. It's close.
We tried because we are having this social movement to encourage people to walk in the near distance because we have a horrible traffic. Honestly,
Yeah.
we have the busiest traffic in the world, one of the busiest country in the world, and then our traffic can get really hard. So we are trying to encourage people to walk in the shorter distance. Like if it is
Mhm.
20 minutes, 15 minutes, you can just walk there. Yeah.
Okay. So teman-teman, in Bangkok, they have traffic as well, just like in Indonesia. But maybe
Oh yeah.
what sets Bangkok different, they create this pedestrian walking lane like on every on top,
Hmm.
when you go to the
Yes.
train system, but like on the first level is where people can just walk all the way, and then
Hmm.
the second level is the train. So that's something that Indonesia or Jakarta need to do because seriously, guys, even Jakarta really need more walking spaces, to encourage people to just
True.
walk. Yeah, yeah, like in what they do in Bangkok, for sure. Now, I'm sorry. Can I ask you a bit more sensitive questions about
Yeah,
related to
sure.
tourism in Thailand?
Hmm.
But let me ask permission first. Are we allowed to
Hmm.
talk about um I don't know, because in Thailand it's famous for like lady boys, like cabaret. Are
Oh
we allowed
yeah.
to talk about that to Thai people?
Yes, yes, yes. Lady boy is not something sensitive at all. Um, they are just like us. Thai people, as I mentioned earlier, quite a few times, that in Thailand we are quite open and we accepting you for who you are. Like no matter what your race, your religion, your gender, no matter who you like to be and who you choose to love is okay. And
Hmm.
we are doing that. Just be yourself is okay because Thai in Thai means free. So we try to use that as a way to respect each other, to be free, to
Hmm.
be yourself, as long as you're not committing a crime. So it's fine. So
And it's
yes,
also
to answer your question, no, ladyboy is not a sensitive issue, and there are not issues at all. To be honest, the LGBT community here are quite strong, and they are just like us. They are who they are, and they can be who they want to be.
uh-huh. So this openness of accepting everybody is actually not only it is started from the people, like it's already in the culture, but also stated inside the regulations, inside the government regulations as well, or not?
Not the government regulations. It's unfortunate that we are under the management of the conservatives government for quite a few years, and they are considering it, but they have to see the pros and cons of how things go. But right now, they are pushing the codes of same-sex marriage to be out
Mm.
and implemented.
But can I ask why? Like I'm sorry, cabaret, yeah, cabaret. What is it already big there? How when is it created? You know, you
Oh,
remember?
Oh, well, the cabaret is actually inspired from Americans in, Moulin Rouge. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
Chicago is kind of like Western influenced to us, and a lot of time because you know wait, what I'm saying? Okay, because we had a lot of tourists coming in for half a centuries, and a lot of us are proficients in arts and performing arts, and they love to express themselves. And sometimes we had a lot of women shows or men shows as well, the performing arts. But the most famous one, I think, for the foreigners are the Ladyboys Cabaret.
So I think like this concept of arts for entertainment, for
Yeah.
tourists and also for general people in Thailand is actually existed as as it is for by women or by men and also by lady boys as well. But what
Yeah.
some but maybe it become more special, become more unique because somehow we see that lady boys are very beautiful there in Thailand, right?
Oh yes, they are even like most of them are even prettier than me, and I was like, okay, you can take my status as a woman if you want.
Can you as a Thai people, can you actually see which one who are lady boys who are not?
Most of the time, yes, because
Most of the time.
most of the time, yes, but if they're because here's the thing, because it, probably as an Asian, you go everywhere in groups, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, like in Thai as well. Like if girls, we just stick with girls, like in a big group, and also with lady boys or men or any gender as well. So we kind of know from their body language, from their voice, that okay, this is probably not a woman. But then
Probably, still probably, right?
probably, but some are quite clear that they are transgender. But
Hmm. But how about
yeah.
yeah, but how about for tourists though? Like some tourists, just like I'm sorry, they want to go wild in Thailand, and
Hmm.
then they know someone at the bar, at the street or a hotel, know each other, and then like somehow they don't know if he or she are transgender. Is it
Okay.
happen a lot? I mean, like, do they tell them honestly that I'm transgender, or if they're not saying honest, maybe because of intoxicated uh,
Hmm.
other circumstances, is there any protocols that other people will say, hey, you're going with not? Do you know that she is transgender, things like that?
Not really. And I think it's quite rude to just say that, okay, here's a funny thing. Because I worked in the hotel industries before, and that night I was a duty manager in the hotel. There was a guy, he has his friends over, and the regulations for every hotel is that every guest, even though you're a guest of our guest, you have to register yourself. So we
Mm-hmm.
do the register, and we know that she was born a man. Our guest was born a man. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't say anything because it's not in the regulations, and it's none of our business really to just
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, are you lady boys? Are you transgender? Okay, why are you here? And I think that's kind of not respecting our guests' privacy as hotel has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So in like half an hour or so, our guest came down to the front office and yelled at us like, so you know that she is not a woman. She was not born a woman. So why did you
Uh,
tell me? I was like, okay, I didn't know that you don't know. You didn't know that you didn't know. So what's the matter?
okay. So what's the solution
Yeah.
here? A tips for tourists. So just ask bluntly, ask directly. Hey, are you? If you are suspicious about someone, hey, are you transgender? Things like that. Can we ask? Of course, if
Well,
she's happened to be, of course, if she's happened to be an authentic woman, she will be slapping you in the face. But I mean, like, what do you think?
um, it's quite rare to get slapped in Thailand, even though our TV series says otherwise. But no, we don't usually slap people on the street. And yes, you
Ah,
can
okay.
ask. Yeah, if you are out at night and being in the clubs and bars, and you're looking into some beautiful girls and not sure if she is or she isn't, you can just ask her like, okay, were you born a woman or something like that. But
And
if
he
they
will not
chose
offend
to
it.
lie, mostly not that I knew of, not that I've seen, not that I've experienced. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly Thai women actually really understanding, or sometimes we just go along and say, yeah, I am a
Yeah.
lady boy, so what's the problem? So to answer your questions of how you could differentiate, I would just say you cannot.
You cannot at all, especially
Yeah,
Thai.
you cannot.
Mm.
You have to accept the risk you're facing,
Yeah, you said the rest
because
because
it's not like 98 of 100 women are lady boys. No, it's not like that. It's kind of like 50-50. We don't
uh-huh.
know.
Hmm. Okay, so that's the tips, guys. I mean, it's not wrong to just ask bluntly
Yeah,
if even if
and
she is an if she is an
and the most
authentic girl, yeah, and then she says yes, I am, means that she doesn't like you. So just like leave her alone, you know.
yeah, yeah, and the most important thing is that if you want to go this way, you have to accept the risk.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Don't go into the pool if you cannot swim, right?
true, right.
True,
That's
true,
accurate.
true,
Yeah.
true. Now, Thailand being so very famous and very crowded for tourists,
Hmm.
um, how's the pandemic hit Thailand? Bangkok, let's just say Bangkok. How does
Yeah,
it differ?
we don't have the infected case inbound in the country for 33 days already. Most
Okay,
of the
good, good, really
yeah,
good.
most of the rising case are from the imported, from Thai people who lives overseas, and they have to travel back to Thailand, and they have to do the tasting, and they have to be quarantined. Everybody has to be quarantined for 14 days before they can like go back to their home. So yeah, we are handling it pretty effectively. Yeah,
Okay,
and a lot
so
of things that I appreciate is that Thai people are very concerned about their health issue, because we are
okay,
now entering the culture of like seniors. and we was learned that seniors can get infected to this virus easier than the normal people. So we are really concerned about us because Thailand still lives in a big family with their grandparents. A lot of Thai people do that, so they are very aware that they might get themselves exposed to the virus. So they're pretty like eager to stop the pandemic here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So this is.
and shout out to the medical staffs in Thailand. They're absolutely amazing. Like they
Mm-hmm.
do their job, they work hard, they sacrifice their lives for us. I think that they are the true hero. Every medical staff, everyone that works in this field, like even the maids, even the guards, everyone involved in this case, like I really do appreciate it.
Okay, so this is a good message, guys. So I mean, like, it's not about yourself; it's also about your family members,
Yeah.
people around you. So you need to obey because you need to take care of the health of you and also the whole family. If you have your grandparents living with you, your parents, even your babies, your little brother and sister, yet you will be like impacting them if you got the virus. So please be careful. And this is one good message. It start from us. So basically, in Thailand, how does people become this? How does people build this awareness? Of course,
Oh,
it's a culture, but I mean,
because
is there any factors that really make them really want to
yeah,
do it?
it's great that a lot of medical staffs in Thailand they start being influencer to educate people about the medical issues, about um, any health issues, because some of us may have been quite distant from the medical knowledge. So I appreciated that a lot of medical staffs started their own Facebook page or Twitter account to educate people about the health issues and how to behave during the pandemic. So they are pretty decent influencers that influence Thai people to save themselves from the virus.
Mm-hmm. So during this pandemic, the border is now open, yeah, and the border is were closed. So
No,
is it now open? Still
no,
closed.
still closed.
Even the land border, like bordering with Malaysia and also Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
still
Yeah.
closed. Okay, okay. How about like inside Thailand, like the malls, restaurants, or are they open? Like small business as well? Are they open?
Okay. Here, I'll just show you. Okay, you see those cars right there? And
Mm-hmm.
you see cars passing by. Because
Yes,
I
yes.
live in the area where it is a very, like, the traffic is really busy. So we are in Thailand, we are kind of back to normal now. The traffic just went crazy as ever. We have packed SkyTrain, we have packed restaurants and malls, and people have been locked down for like 2 months, like
Mm-hmm.
isolating themselves for 2 months. So they have the urge to release themselves already. So yeah,
Okay.
and since almost everything is kind of back to normal and none of the infected case in the country for over 21 days, so Thai people are kind of going back to their normal lives, but with care. You still have to
Okay.
wear masks in the public areas, and you still have to carry your alcohol gel or disinfection liquids or wipes or anything. So yes, you still
Mhm.
have to be careful, but you can live your normal life now.
Okay, okay. But lockdown did happen, yeah? So people did do
Yeah,
lockdown.
the
Nothing is
lockdown was
open.
lifted. Yeah, the lockdown was
Uh,
lifted already. We don't have any
okay,
curfews
okay.
anymore.
Okay, okay, okay. Good. Good to hear that. So hopefully the border is open soon when everything is safe, then we can go
Yeah.
back to Thailand as well. What's your hope, basically? What is your hope for
Oh,
Thailand tourism and hospitality?
well, because the most infected business are the tourism business, the industry that most got affected by this pandemic is like hotels and airlines and tour operators. I just hope that it just go back to more normal soon, and we get the vaccines out soon to have to deal with this virus. And a lot of people in Thailand, and I think across the world, they are affected by the lockdown, the pandemic, and they don't have enough incomes to cover their expenses. So my hope is that everything just go back to normal already, and people can start living their lives, because let's face it, our liabilities doesn't stop as our income.
Hmm. Okay, let's hope that pandemic is over. Then the
Yeah,
board is open. Then
at least have the vaccines out soon.
yeah, hopefully, yeah,
Yeah.
cross fingers. And tourists can come back. Now this is
Yes.
sharing time, guys. That's as Kerati, as a Thai people, we as tourists know first destination is just about Bangkok or Phuket or Pattaya, but can you give us more tips where to go?
Oh
Maybe top
well,
3 destination we should go. We said Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya.
well you can. Okay, the city I absolutely fall in love with is Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai
Hmm.
is the city in the north of Thailand. Yes, you can enjoy the nightlife. We have the walking street every weekends. We have bars opened, and the food are really great. And in Chiang Mai, it is also rich in culture. It's a mixed culture between the ancient Lana and Thai. So I love the culture there, and people there are very slow paced and nice, and very sentimental, I would say. And the number two is Hua Hin. Hua Hin
Huahin,
is
yeah.
like, yes, Hua Hin.
I've been there. It's a big site. Yeah.
Yeah, Hua Hin is more quiet than Pattaya,
Okay.
but you can enjoy if you travel with family. We have like museums, we have historical sites, we have some civilization, but you can also enjoy the nature of forests or beaches or waterfalls and stuff. So yeah, Hua Hin is really great idea to travel as a family. And number
And
three,
sorry, I cut you there. FYI, guys, Huahin is just about, I think, 2 hours driving from
yes, to
Bangkok.
out
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
around 2 hours and a half of driving
Driving.
from Bangkok.
So, so you can just like stay in Bangkok as well, stay in Huahin, like back and forth.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
number three,
Number three, I would suggest Khon Kaen. Khon Kaen is in the
Konkan.
north. Yes, Khon Kaen is in the northeastern part of Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it special? Konkan.
Oh, because I enter the hotel industries because I love all the cultures, all the history, all the people, and Khon Kaen is actually has those, like they're rich in culture. They have like fantastic food. They have different cultures from Vietnamese, Laos, and Thai. They combine all together, and what the outcomes of those mixed culture are absolutely amazing. Like the food is great and people are nice, and the nature there is still very closed. So
Very
you
green
still
and so.
get the touch. Yeah, you get the touch of nature, the real nature here.
And I think
Yeah.
from Khon
Konkan,
Kaen,
yeah. It usually
you,
3 hours drive from Bangkok.
and you can also go to the border to go to
Uh,
Laos.
yeah, you can drive like an hour from Khon
Then
Kaen to like either Loi or Nong Khai to just cross the border to Laos.
okay.
Yeah,
So the other thing, so we got tips for shopping, we got tips for
yeah,
places, and you mentioned about food, how
yeah,
food in Chiang Mai also nice. Is there any difference actually between the food? Because in Indonesia as well, we have chili paste, right? Chili
yeah,
sauce. The how
yeah.
they make chili for the food in Java and also Sumatra and also North Celebes is quite different. How about in Thailand? Do you have different significant taste of
Oh
dishes there in
yes,
Thailand?
yes, a lot different. Like if you go to the northern part, you get the sweeter taste of food. The food there are usually milder and sweeter. But even though you like spicy food, they have the milder and sweeter of spiciness. But if you go to the northeastern, you get the like extremely to the max, like beyond the roof spiciness and more
Mm-hmm.
sour and saltier. Is more what do you call? It's more. There's a taste called umami. Umami is like the hidden taste in the food. If you
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
something extreme, just go to the northeastern. But the
Okay.
southern part, though, as I live in Phuket for a year for work, and the food there, the southern food there are like extremely hot, extremely like it's not just the chili hot, but it's also pepper hot, and they combine those
Mm-hmm.
together, so you have that lingering hot and burning tongues. So if you like that kind of extremeness, and I think the food is quite like Malaysian or Indian. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say it is quite like some of the Indonesian food as well. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I think you should try it because in Thailand we are mixed in culture. We have like a lot of culture that combines, and there's a lot of things that you can explore in Thailand.
So, guys, you hear from Kerati. So next time you go to Thailand or to different places and you see Southern Thailand restaurant, means it's really, really burning hot food. And if you
Yeah,
go to Western, it says Northern Thailand. Is it Northern? Northern Thailand restaurant. So
northern
it
will
is
be like
sweeter,
milder. Yeah,
milder and sweeter. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. 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 That's nice. There are many unique foods actually, guys, in Thailand. If you come to Platinum in the front, you can find grilled crocodile. So
yeah,
I haven't tasted.
yeah, yeah.
They say it tastes like chicken, but I don't know. Maybe yeah. Let's just taste it later. But for sure, we should hope that this pandemic is over soon, so we can just like travel everywhere. Um,
Yeah.
and if and of course, if you are looking for halal food in Thailand, everywhere you can find halal food easily.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Even like the street food, you can normally just find halal food like almost everywhere. Even in Chinatown, there also some of the restaurant also provide halal.
I remember I used to stay. Which was the area that you took when you took me back after the wedding of Maggie? And you took me to my hotel area with the market, the nearby Platinum. What's the area called? In front
Oh,
of Platinum, there's the
Watergate.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
Watergate.
market area, Watergate Market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there are
That's
many
where I tell
Muslim
you.
halal food. Yeah, halal food there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Quite a lot of halal restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Uh,
not just like Asian Muslims, we also have like the Middle East Muslims as well, and also the Eastern European food that has to eat the halal cuisine, especially. So yeah, we have
mhm.
like a lot of options for you to choose.
That's why Thailand is very accepting and it is for everybody, guys.
Yes.
You want to do your prayer, you then there's church, mosque, temple as well,
Mm-hmm.
shrine, everything is there. So you don't
Yeah.
have to be worried to do your daily life while enjoying your time doing holidays in Thailand for sure.
Yes.
That's why Thailand is so amazing. Now, this one last question. Actually, one last request for you to mention. This is a test, actually. Some people doesn't know that Bangkok is not the real name of Bangkok. Yeah, I
Yes.
know for sure the name is short Krung Thep. Yeah, Krung Thep,
Uh-huh.
right?
That's also a
So it's
short form of the full
short
name.
form. So please, Kerati, inform everybody what is the real and long name of Bangkok.
Well, actually, we are recorded in the Guinness World Record for the longest city name. The name is, watch out.
Slowly.
Okay. กรุงเทพมหานครอมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทราอยุธยามหาดิลกพบนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศน์มหาสถานอมรวิมานอวตารสถิตสักกทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์ That's the full name of Bangkok.
Gosh, that even take like 15
So-
seconds to just like mention the name.
Yes. So to say either Krungthep or Bangkok would be a lot easier for you, and the
Yeah,
locals understand that.
I understand that. So that's one trivia that you should know, guys. Krung Thep is Bangkok, but it's not just Krung Thep. It's a long name, which is winning the Guinness World Record for the longest name in the world, longest city name in the world, right?
Yes, yes.
And I think all Thai people should know it. I think it's one of your subject things that you should know when
Yes,
you're a kid.
because when I was born 30 years ago, there were a band of rockers that has these names, turned these names into a song,
Okay.
and yeah, every kids back then can sing the name, and most of the
Can you
time,
sing it?
yes,
Can you sing it now?
it's just like that because a lot of us don't remember in poet, so they just turn the poet of the name into a song, and
Can you
Can I
pronounce that
sing?
name again in this melody? My last question. Promise.
Okay, in melody.
My last question. Yeah, my last
กรุง
question.
เทพมหานครรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุธยามหาดิลกพบนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศน์มหาสถานอมรวิมานอวตารสถิตสักกทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์ and then the bass come in, the guitar comes in. Yeah, that was the song that most of the
Gosh.
kids back then can sing.
Yeah, thank you, Kerati. Now, Kerati, we have
Yes?
limited time, so I just want to say
Yeah, sure.
thank you for
Yeah,
this,
thank you.
guys. Please,
Thank you for having
if
me.
if you want to contact Kerati more, can I share the Instagram
Yes,
account?
sure, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
So you want to ask anything, you have plans to go to Bangkok, you want to maybe ask Kerati things, she will be happy to do it. If you play badminton, you want to
Yeah.
connect to Kerati as well, and maybe have a appointment like Mainaki will be great as well, hopefully.
Yes, and you
Now,
know what? I love the men doubles in Indonesian national team. Kenny and Gideon.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they are awesome. Like they are so smart. They play games, not just the sports, but as a game with a tactic, with the plans, and I love them so much. And hope to see them soon.
Yeah,
Hope that
hopefully
Thai
everything come
national
back.
team can compete with them soon. Yeah.
So basically, Kerati, when we have this badminton competition here in Indonesia, in Jakarta, you can come along,
Yeah.
right? You're going to be one of the contingent, right?
Normally not. I would just only
Oh,
go with
yeah.
the world championships like Sutiraman Cup or Thomas Uber Cup, like the big
Oh.
world championship that I have to go. But normally other tournaments, because badminton is not like football or tennis that we have like long period of resting between every tournaments, but we have the tournaments every week. So I have to stay at the station
Mhm.
and be ready to get contact by the team that was traveling.
Okay, so next time Sudirman Cup happening in Jakarta, hope to see you here in Jakarta as well, yeah,
Yes,
Kerati,
hope to
yeah?
see you there. Let's catch up when I went there.
Okay. Now, thank you, Kerati. I would like to say thank you first to the audience, Kerati. Hold on a while. Jadi teman-teman, terima kasih sudah stay tune di Taman, bincang santai pariwisata bareng teman with Kerati from Bangkok today. Thank you, Kerati. Buat yang mau stay tune hari Rabu nanti, kita bakal ngobrol sama teman-teman di Brisbane yang Licia dia ownernya Sedo Garpu, dan juga dengan Sally juga itu teman-teman kita dari Brisbane, Australia. from Brisbane, Australia. So stay tune nanti hari Rabu ya jam 2 siang. Oke. Dan yang mau tahu tentang The Hotel School, follow our Instagram at the.hotel.school.id. Okay, thank you, Kerati.
All right, thank
Stay
you, Tony.
safe,
Thank
stay
you for having
strong.
me. Yeah, stay
Bye-bye.
safe, stay
ขอบคุ
strong,
ณค
stay
รับ
active. ยินดีค่ะ Bye.
Bye.